dawn, when the fog lifted, and the outline of the moon remained in the sky, the cat waited. Morning came, the moon faded. No soup, no old man. The cat slipped off the bed and to the window, but they always left cracked. Through this, she disappeared into the flat yellow field. When the old man came home, he didn't find the cat lolling on the bed. He looked in all his rooms. He had 3. She was not lolling in any of them. She did not come home for lunch. She did not come home for supper. In the dawn, there was still no cat. The old man got up to go fishing. He went fishing the next morning and the next. Each time he came home to an empty house. "What's done is done," he told himself one morning. "I done right by a worthless cat that never caught nothing." He drove up the road called Chatterpie. He drove up his and the cat's dirt driveway. He walked, head down, with a sorrowful face, until he came to the front porch. There was the cat, and under her paw was a fish. The fish did not require kissing, as it had had several seasons of prosperity. Look at the size of the fish. Oh, big. The cat's eyes sparkled with anger. Her tail flailed and came down in long, hard thumps on the creaky wood. She glared at the old man. The old man swept off his cap. He stared at the cat. He stared at the fish. Even the birds hushed at such a sight. The cat did not care. Her eyes dared him to touch that fish. She would not talk, only howl. She opened her mouth and howled for a long time. The old man had trouble making out the details of her story, but she had swum and swum and detested being wet. And then there was the fish part. He sat with her on the porch until she was tired of telling him of how awful it had been. The story was very muddled, but he was impressed.
Did it drown?
It did not drown, and the story broke his heart. You see, she jumps in the water. She's swimming. And here she gets out, and she's shaking the water off. She washed her ears until they stood up, and she looked more like herself. The old man promised to take her with him, no matter how bad she looked. He had only one thought. Maybe she was too old for fishing. She said she was still sleeping. Hadn't she earned a winter's sleep? He thanked her for the fish, which of course she had not given him. He told her never mind about killing them birds or nothing. She was good enough like she was. A little skinny, he added. She ignored him. The man made a new pot of potato soup that night, and he whistled. The cat made a nest on the electric blanket, and she purred, and he loved the sight of her. Oh, and this time you'd notice. She was a little tender, though, and she refused to share her blanket with him, until, in the night, a sliver moon appeared in the sky, and then came sweet peace. The end. Did you like it?
Basically the video.
I know. Did you like it? Look at that. The cat sits in the front of the boat. It's called The Cat Who Liked Potato Soup.
This is a video already.
Now you're in it. Are you ready for the next one? Okay, this one's called Antarctica.